In this video, I'm going to give you 5 different reasons why you need to be working with real estate investors if you're a real estate agent trying to close more deals. My name is Cody. I am the YouTube Realtor. I talk about everything you need to know about selling real estate using YouTube, but also just real estate in general. So if you want to get more information about how to sell real estate using YouTube or just real estate sales and how to be a better salesperson, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. With that said, let's jump into things. So number 1 on our list, you're going to be able to get repeat business. One of my favorite things about working with investors is I get to do multiple transactions with these same clients. I get to go out there, help them purchase a home. They might hold on to it for a couple of years and then they might want to sell that and upgrade to something bigger and get into a bigger deal down the line. If you present yourself as a knowledgeable agent and you really build a strong relationship with that person, you're going to be able to get repeat business from them. The cool thing about that is you get one client, but you get to do multiple deals. I don't know about you guys, but when I go out there and I work with a general retail client, somebody who's looking to buy a home that they're going to live in, generally they're going to buy that home and then they might live there for a couple years. Now, yes, you might be able to sell that home and help them into a new home in the future, but the number of transactions that one person is going to do is not nearly as high as it will be with when you're working with high-end investors. So getting those repeat deals is absolutely crucial. You can get one client and you can get 5, 10, 15 deals out of that one client over the lifetime of your career working with them. And who knows, these could be some really big checks. We're going to talk about that here in just a minute, so stay tuned. The second reason you need to be working with investors is because it's really good networking. If you've got an investor who goes out there and they're buying lots of deals, they are going to network with other investors, other builders, other developers on how to find deals, right? So if you can get in the door with an investor who's doing a lot of business and you can really show them, hey, I'm going to hustle and I'm going to get you the best deal possible on these places, they will come back to you. They will be loyal to you and they will refer you out to these other people. They will get in a spot where they might go find the deal and they'll actually come to you and say, hey, Cody, I just found this deal. I need you to write up the paperwork. I need you to get this for me. Let's do it. And you just get a free deal right there with only doing, maybe half the work or 3/4 of the work you normally would. So that's one of the beautiful things about working with real estate investors is it's a great networking opportunity to get your foot in the door with other investors or with builders and developers. Number 3 on our list, you're going to be able to get a better financial understanding of deals that are out there in the market and the overall trend of the market. Believe it or not, a lot of real estate is actually based on what that home will rent for and what somebody is willing to pay for it. So if you understand the investment side of things, if you've got a fix and flip, and let's say that fix and flip is going to be worth X amount in the future, you get a better understanding of how the market actually trends in that direction. If you've got a rental property and you understand what the rents are on that property, you will be able to better understand what another investor would be willing to pay for it. When it comes to residential real estate, oftentimes home buyers will just look at a home and say, I can buy a home for $500,000 and I'm going to live in it. My payment will be, $2,200 a month and we'll call it good, right? It's a very emotional process. When it comes to real estate though, it's really about the numbers. If you've got a $500,000 home and it rents for, let's say, $2,500 a month, well, if you can figure out a way to get the rents on that property up to $3,000 a month, that home might be worth $600,000 at that point. So if you can figure out the relationship and understand that relationship between rents and prices and how all of those things come together, you're going to get a better understanding of the market itself, the deals that are out there, and the overall picture of real estate in your hometown city or even the state or national economy. The fourth reason you need to work with investors is because honestly, you need to be investing in real estate yourself. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big believer in real estate and the power that it has to build long-term wealth. I have 14 rental units myself and I'm looking to add more every single day. So if you're not working with investors, again, this is a great way to get your foot in the door and start working with investors who can maybe show you the ropes on how you can get into these deals. If you're going out there in the marketplace finding these deals, maybe you just want to put some capital into it and let the investor do all of the work. That's another option, but ultimately you need to figure out a way to be investing in real estate yourself so that you can build that long-term wealth. And real quick guys, while we're on the topic of earning wealth through your real estate business, if you're not earning additional streams of income from your real estate brokerage, you might want to consider looking at Real Broker. That's a brokerage I'm with and I would love to talk to you about it. There's more information in the description box below. Shoot me an email and let's talk about how you can earn additional income from the real estate business that you're already doing. Now, jumping into reason number 5, my favorite thing is it's a way to do bigger deals. When it comes to investment property, it's a little bit different than just somebody who is looking to buy a home for themselves. When somebody goes out there and they want to buy a home for themselves, they're looking at what can I afford to pay for this home each month. However, when an investor looks at a deal, they look at how much is this going to pay me after I pay for all of my expenses. So a small deal is not really that much different than a big deal. If you can find investors who are doing bigger deals, you're going to be able to do bigger deals yourself and collect a bigger commission. As long as the numbers work, you're going to be able to close those bigger deals without any hesitancy. The other thing I've got to mention, like I said earlier in the video, you're going to be able to do bigger deals because investors are going to buy a smaller property generally if they're just getting into the business, and they're going to want to go out there and hold on to that property for a couple of years and then sell that property and upgrade to something bigger using a 1031 exchange. If you do this a couple times, you could easily be doing deals in the $1 million range just from a couple of 1031 exchanges. So if you get that relationship with that investor, you're going to be able to build that up long term and continue to do bigger deals with that investor. And the last thing I love about this is as you help your investor get a higher net worth, they're going to go out there and want you to help them with their own home purchase, right? The reason a lot of people build wealth with real estate is so they can live a more affluent lifestyle, and that may include having a bigger home. So you might sell their $500,000 home and go help them buy a personal home worth, I don't know, 1.5 million. So these are the 5 reasons why you need to be working with real estate investors if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more real estate tips and tricks, especially when it comes to selling real estate using YouTube like I have. I would love to see you on future videos. Catch you in the next one.